Japanese learning made easy. Konnichiwa minasan. Hey friends, how are you? Welcome to Saral Japani YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to explore in detail how an international student can get into the University of Tokyo. What are the opportunities there? The eligibility criteria, the admission requirements, the various deadlines, tuition fees, scholarships, and so on. That is, this video will give you a clear picture of how the admission process in Japanese universities work for the international applicants. So let's get along with that. So the best way is to browse through the website of University of Tokyo. So I will open, let's go from Google directly. So let's search University of Tokyo. So this is the University of Tokyo. This is the front page. So here you can see different sections. So about University of Tokyo, the Office of the President, Mission and Vision, History. So you can go through each of these and read about the University of Tokyo. So these are all general information about the University of Tokyo. Then we come to the academics. Here you can see faculties, graduate schools, institutes and other university organizations, special educational activities, research activities, international activities. So the most important here is faculties and graduate schools. So there has always been a confusion as to what is the difference actually between faculties and graduate schools. Both sound the same, isn't it? So by faculties and graduate schools, we generally mean the departments or the disciplines. But friends, there is a great difference between the two. So if you don't know the difference between faculties and graduate schools, let me tell you. A faculty is basically a major academic division within a university that houses related departments or disciplines. For example, Faculty of Science. So in Faculty of Science, there may be Department of Physics, Department of Chemistry, Department of Biology, and so on. Similarly, Faculty of Arts and Humanities, which may host the social sciences, the political sciences, and so on. Similarly, there will be Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Medicine, and so on. The key functions of a faculty include overseeing undergraduate and, in most cases, postgraduate programs in its sub areas and housing various departments. As I said, Department of Physics within the Faculty of Science, for example. And a faculty is usually led by a dean. So let's see what are the faculties in University of Tokyo. So you can see Faculty of Agriculture, College of Arts and Sciences, Faculty of Economics, Faculty of Education, Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Letters, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Faculty of Science. So these are the faculties. Now, what is a graduate school? A graduate school is an administrative body. Mind this term, administrative body. So faculty was an academic division, but graduate school is an administrative body that manages postgraduate education, that is master and doctoral programs across multiple faculties. For example, Graduate School of Education, Graduate School of Business, a general graduate school which spans cross discipline. A graduate school may span multiple faculties. So this is the relation between a graduate school and a faculty. And a graduate school may be led by a dean or a director. So in short, a faculty, or in fact faculties, are academic divisions based on disciplines, while graduate schools are administrative units focusing on postgraduate programs. They often work together, especially when a faculty offers both undergraduate and graduate programs. So we saw the faculties. Now let's see the graduate schools of University of Tokyo. So here we go. Graduate School of Agricultural and Life Sciences, Graduate School of Arts and Sciences, Graduate School of Economics, Graduate School of Education, Graduate School of Engineering, Graduate School of Frontier Sciences, Graduate School of Humanities and Sociology, Information Science and Technology, interdisciplinary information studies, law and politics, mathematical sciences, medicine, pharmaceutical sciences, public policy, and science. So now if you compare the list of faculties with the list of graduate schools, you can easily see the overlapping and the differences between the two. So this is the thing. So based on your particular faculty or a graduate school, you can go and explore in detail about that school or that faculty. For example, this is the Graduate School of Agricultural and Life Sciences. So you can go through this and you can browse through all these information that they have presented here. You can contact them as well if you want some additional information which are not already present here. So this is that thing. Then why University of Tokyo? So again, this you can explore yourself. Just go into each of these links and read them out. Research, alumni, prospective students. Now this is the one that we are most interested in. So under this prospective students, you can see why University of Tokyo, undergraduate students, graduate students, student exchange programs, special and short-term programs, housing, tuition and scholarship, student support, and then there is a guide for international students, UTokyo. So this is the one that gives us all information at one place. So all these items and all the information that we have been discussing are summarized inside this guide, and the relevant links, the URLs are embedded inside this guide so that everything is there at one place. So the best way is to go through this guide for international students, University of Tokyo. So if we open this page, then it gives us a prospectus. The prospectus for international students provides information on University of Tokyo's English language degree programs, non-degree programs, scholarships, and other information relevant to international students. So this is the 2025 edition. That means this is the latest edition. As you can see, University of Tokyo Prospectus for International Students 2025-2026 admissions. So let's open this prospectus and browse through it. So this is the prospectus. So let's see what information. So there are 13 pages and we will go over these 13 pages. So first is the content. So the page numbers are given here and these are the content in this brochure. So faculties and graduate schools, UTokyo by the numbers, academic calendar, studying at UTokyo, undergraduate admissions, graduate degree programs offered in English, exchange program from partner universities, research students or short-term programs, tuition fees and financial aid, student support, campuses and facilities, and frequently asked questions. So we will go over all these, and these should give you all the information that you are looking for, or one that any international applicant looks for. Faculties and graduate schools. So this we have already discussed. So you can click on each of these links depending on which faculty or which graduate school you belong to. So just click on that and that will take you to that faculty or the graduate school, and you can read the content in that. So that will give you a very clear picture of what you can expect and whether University of Tokyo is at all relevant for your field or not. Then we go down. Next page is studying at University of Tokyo. So if you see the left side of this page, UTokyo by the numbers. So here you can get a summary of what are the figures associated with University of Tokyo. The university was founded in 1877. The university organizations, there are 43. Currently, there are 29,000 students studying there, out of which 5,104 are international students, 11,724 faculties and staff. Then there are exchange researchers, cited papers, international agreements. There are 13 Nobel Prize winners from the University of Tokyo and 7 astronauts. Now here it's the global distribution. You can see Asia has the highest number of candidates. 4458 out of 5104 are Asian students. So that again gives a very good hope that you will get a chance to study in the University of Tokyo, because more than 90% are Asian students there. So next we have studying at University of Tokyo. So these are the programs. So you can see the hierarchy. Study at Tokyo is divided broadly into two categories: obtain a degree and join non-degree programs. So there are both degree and non-degree programs. In the degree programs, there are undergraduate programs and graduate programs. That means bachelor degree, master, and PhD, that is doctoral degrees. And for each of these categories, there are programs offered in Japanese and programs offered in English. Then in the non-degree programs, there are graduate and undergraduate in the same category, and those are again divided into three parts: exchange program from partner universities, research students, and short-term programs. So for each of these, the relevant page numbers in this brochure are given so that you can directly go to that section if you want any specific information related to each of these. Then there are some free online courses as well through the MOOC, which is Massive Open Online Courses. So these are free courses delivered by the University of Tokyo, and that doesn't require any kind of fees or any kind of admission. Now, this is very important. This is the academic calendar of University of Tokyo. So you can see here the dates. This is the fourth month, April, which is the start of the academic year. So April is the month from which the session at University of Tokyo generally starts. So there may be some deviations, some variations for certain graduate programs or faculties, but in general, for most, April is the starting time of the course. Then you have summer vacation in August. There is autumn commencement in September. Then you have all these winter vacation in the towards the end of December and during the first half of January, and in the March there is graduation. So next we come to undergraduate admissions. So the left side of this page is all Japanese, so we will go towards the right side of this page that gives the same information in English. Graduate admissions, undergraduate admissions. University of Tokyo has a total of 10 faculties, which we already saw, all of which offer undergraduate programs. So undergraduate programs are under the faculties, and all the graduate programs are part of the graduate schools, and graduate schools again work closely with the faculties. But for undergraduate, there is no graduate school, it's the faculties directly. A key feature of the undergraduate education at University of Tokyo is that the first 2 years, referred to as the junior division, are devoted to the study of a broad spectrum of liberal arts subjects and the acquisition of fundamental skills necessary for further study. Then at the third and fourth year, they proceed to one of the 44 departments in the 10 faculties of the senior division and pursue their fields of specialization. So this is very important information, which is much different from one that we have in South Asia or in any other country. So here you can see programs offered in Japanese and programs offered in English. Now, the thing is that we will come to the programs offered in Japanese. So if we come to programs offered in English, you can see there are two programs. Programs in English at Komaba, which is called PEAK. This is the short form of programs in English at Komaba. And then there is Global Science Course GSC. Now, this PEAK program, this has been terminated. So 2025 was the last batch when this PEAK program was offered, and they have placed a notification on the website that this program is getting terminated from 2026. So there is no point of discussing this, because and the admission of 2025 is already closed, and from 2026 this program will not be there. So peak is now terminated, and we will have global science course. This is again an all English transfer program. Basically, this is a transfer program for second plus year bachelor's degree students from universities outside of Japan. That means the first 2 years you do at one university, and the last third and the fourth year you do in Japan. So under GSC, selected students are accepted into the third year of undergraduate studies at the Faculty of Science, Department of Chemistry. Upon fulfilling all graduation requirements, students are awarded a Bachelor of Science degree from University of Tokyo. So this is only for the Department of Chemistry. So GSC transfer students receive a monthly scholarship of 150,000 Japanese yen, and they also provide the accommodation as well. So if you want more information about this, if you belong to the Department of Chemistry in any university around the world, then you can avail this facility of studying the third and fourth year at Japan. So you can visit this URL and get more information about what GSC is. So only this course is available in English for the undergraduate. Rest everything is in Japanese. That means if you want to do a normal bachelor degree course from Japan, or I mean from the University of Tokyo, then you have to study in Japanese. That means you must know Japanese. JLPT certification is mandatorily required. Otherwise, you will not understand anything there. So now let's see programs offered in Japanese. So the admission process, the application begins in early December. So this is the timeline. Early December is the application phase. Then first screening is based on comprehensive review of grades and other records from educational institutions from which the applicants graduated, that is from your home country. Then the result of the examination for Japanese university admissions, EJU, then your TOEFL or IELTS score for English proficiency, your statement of purpose, scores from any standardized test taken in the applicant's home country, which is optional. So now you can see that there is no requirement of JLPT given here, right? So it is assumed that you already know Japanese because the program will be offered in Japanese. So if you don't know Japanese, you will not understand anything. You cannot pass. And anyway, EJU you cannot pass unless you know Japanese because there is a Japanese paper as well in that. So this is the first screening. The second screening is based on your written short essay, which will be done in the month of February. And then if you are selected or shortlisted, you will be interviewed in March. And the final decision about your admission will be taken in the month of March itself. And your admission will be done for April. That means the process will start in December and it will end in April. And by April, you will have the result. Now, there are two processes for admission to the traditional undergraduate program of Tokyo, University of Tokyo. One is for students who graduated from high schools in Japan, which is the general screening test, and the other is for students who graduated from high schools abroad, for whom special screening tests are conducted. As the majority of the courses in the traditional undergraduate programs are taught in Japanese, a high level of proficiency in Japanese is required upon enrollment. So if you are selected based on your excellent academic skills or academic records, then even if you don't know Japanese, then also you will be selected. But upon enrollment, you will have to do a rigorous course of Japanese during the first year of your stay so that uh, you can get educated in Japanese. So special screening test class 1 is the admission for non-Japanese nationals without permanent residency in Japan. Students admitted through this screening proceed to the senior division faculty and department that they indicated in their university application form, provided that they fulfill the entry requirements. And the requirements are mentioned in this URL. You can click on this URL and you can check out what are the requirements for getting admission for international applicants for programs which are offered in Japanese. Then we come down and here we have graduate admissions. That means we are done with the undergraduate admissions. Regarding the tuition fees and scholarships, we will come after this page. There will be a separate section on tuition fees and scholarships. We will look into that. But before that, let's see what is written in the graduate admissions. University of Tokyo has a total of 15 graduate schools, all of which accept international students and conduct their entrance examinations independently. The admission schedules below are for regular admissions, generally for programs conducted in Japanese. For details on special admission for international students, please contact the relevant graduate school. For information on graduate degree programs offered in English, please see page 9 and 10. So what does this mean? So unless otherwise specified in this column, uh, the courses are offered in Japanese only. Only the special admission for international students, where you can see this circle. So this is one important thing about Japanese symbol system. If you see a circle like this, that means yes. And if you see a cross, then it means no, it's not present. And if you see a triangle, that means partially present. So wherever you see circles, those courses are only available for special admission for international students. That means in English. Otherwise, rest everything are in Japanese. So international students may apply for the Japanese courses as well, but they must be proficient in Japanese language. Otherwise, they will not understand anything. So this is the thing. And uh, you can see more details on page 9 and 10. So as you can see, law and politics, for master's degree course there is special admission for international students but not for doctoral or professional degree. Medicine, there is no course offered specially for international students. For engineering, there is for masters and doctoral only but not for professional degrees. Similarly, you can browse through these two pages where these graduate school wise requirements and the eligibility are mentioned. So, and one more thing you can see here, the application dates are also mentioned. So see, for example, for arts and sciences, December is the month when the application process begins. There is no written exam and oral exam is in January and February. So similarly here, if you see engineering, then for master degree, the application date is the month of June and the written and oral exams happen during August and September. This is for master degree. For doctoral, again, this is done several times in June and in November, December as well. And similarly, the written exams and viva are done, one for August, September, and another again during January and February. So this table is a very important table that gives a summary of all the graduate schools, the degrees, whether they are available in English or not, and the various timelines. That is the application process timeline, the written exam, and the oral exam. So this is very useful table that you can browse through. Then we go to the next page of that. So here you can see graduate degree programs offered in English. So this table again is very important, which again brings out. So this is a subset of this previous table, and this it distinctly brings out those degree programs which are offered in English. So you can see under medicine, the program title is Global Health Sciences Program in International Health. So this is the only program under the Graduate School of Medicine which is offered in English. Likewise, for engineering, only these 5-6 are present in English. So these include International Graduate Program in the field of Civil Engineering and Infrastructure Studies, International Multidisciplinary Engineering Graduate Program, Graduate Program for International Students in Urban and Environmental Studies, then Resilience Engineering, then we have Bioengineering, and few more. So in this way, and on the right side, you can read out this program outline so that you can get an overall idea of what this program brings to you. So this is another useful table which indicates the graduate degree programs offered in English at the University of Tokyo. Then there is exchange program from partner universities, the features of type U and type G and all. So this is again some extra information. So we are not much interested in this because this is a very special type of program. Likewise, research students or short-term programs. So this is again not a full-time course, but some specific programs. So you can see UTokyo Global Unit courses. You can browse through, you can read through this. These are just short-term programs basically. So there are links and URLs given for each of these, which you can browse through and read out. Now the most important section is coming up, the tuition fees. So left side is again all in Japanese, so we can focus on the right side of this page, tuition fees and financial aid. So very clearly they have mentioned the fees for undergraduate, for students enrolled in or after AY. That means this is the admission year. AY is nothing but admission year 2025. The tuition fee annual is 642,960 yen. Now what does that mean? So let's open JPY to INR conversion. So 1 JPY is 0.59 Indian rupee. So let's 642,960. 642,960. So that means 3.8 lakh rupees per year. So that means for undergraduates, you will have to spend 3 lakh, 3.8 lakh rupees per month. So that again brings down to, if you calculate for monthly, 3 lakh 80,000. This is divided by 12. So monthly around 32,000 rupees. So friends, monthly 32,000 rupees, this is not that high because if you study in IITs or any other good institution in India, then also you need a similar kind of fees, not if not that much, but again it's not very less as well. So as compared with US, Canada, UK, Singapore or any other country, the tuition fee in Japan is comparatively very less actually. So around 32,000 rupees per month will be required for your undergraduate, and graduate is even less than that. Just look at this, masters or professional, 535 800, and doctoral is even lesser, 520 800. So if you again go that 520 800, so 3 lakhs, around 3 lakhs rupees, and that means 25,000 rupees a month. So this is pretty cheap. So if you get a partial scholarship, for example, if you get a stipend for your living expenses and you do not get a tuition fee waiver, then also I think most of you will be able to afford this education in Japanese universities, because the tuition fee is more or less same as that in any good university in your home country. So this is affordable. What I mean to say is that the tuition fees is affordable. And then there is one-time admission fee and then one-time examination fee. So these you can cover through the scholarship that you will get as stipend, monthly stipend from whichever scholarship it may be. So this table will give you a very clear idea of how much money you need, and based on your funds available, don't pressurize your parents if they don't have. These days we hear news that some families, they sell out all their properties, land and house and everything to send their children to US, Canada. Please don't do that. Please don't pressurize your parents to sell off the property to sponsor your education. No, that is very, very wrong, because today there is economic recession everywhere. There is no guarantee of job. To be very frank, there is no guarantee of job, and there is no guarantee that after you pass out from the university you will get a job. So no one can guarantee that in any country. Even in US, Canada also, there is a huge job crunch. So do not sell off any property to arrange for this money. If you already have the money, then it is well and good. If your parent has the money in cash, then it is well and good. But don't sell off any property to sponsor this education. That is what I would suggest. Okay, so exemptions, deferred payment of admission tuition fees. So students, excluding research students and auditing students for whom the payment of tuition fee is difficult due to economic reasons and who are recognized as having outstanding academic capabilities, may be granted exemption or deferred payment of tuition fee upon application. So this is the thing, friends. If you are exceptionally talented, if you have exceptional academic skills which you have displayed in the EJU exam as well, then the University of Tokyo may consider waiving of your tuition fees. If they see that kind of potential inside you, then they may take some decision in favor that they may reduce the fees, they may exempt you from the fees, or they may delay the payment so that you can get sufficient time to arrange for that fees. Then comes the scholarship. So the much talked about scholarship is the Japanese government's mixed scholarship, which we have discussed in at length over the last 1 month. And there are several videos on this YouTube channel related to mixed scholarship. So that's why, and you have watched other videos as well on other channels. So you know already what mixed scholarship is. So this is just a summary. This is a program where students are able to study at a Japanese university with a scholarship from the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology. In short, it is called MEXT. MEXT scholarship students are exempt from paying tuition, examination, admission fees. University of Tokyo accepts students as research students and undergraduate students, which are two of the 6 categories of mixed scholarship student. So the other categories are teacher training students, Japanese studies students, College of Technology students, and special training college students. So for details, please check the application guideline of the year you apply. So this is the URL for MEX scholarship. Now outline of MEX scholarship as of March 2025. There are 2 categories, research students and undergraduate students, and the application method is embassy recommendation and university recommendation for research students, and only embassy recommendation for the undergraduate students. Enrollment takes place for research students in spring or autumn for the embassy recommendation, and for university recommendation it is only in autumn. For undergraduate students, the university embassy recommendation, the enrollment is always in spring, that means in April. Tuition, then traveling expenses is paid, monthly allowance, these you already know. So whom to contact? For embassy recommendation, students are required to apply to the embassy or consulate general in their countries. Since the application process differs by the embassy or consulate general, please inquire at the Japanese embassy or consulate general in your country. So this you already know. As I said, I have produced several videos on this. So you already know about the embassy recommendation process. The other one is the university recommendation, which is available only for the research category. For this, University of Tokyo selects and recommends research students directly to MEXT as candidates for the scholarship. So the university, if they think you are eligible for that and you are the most genuine candidate, then they will do it on your behalf. Since the period of application varies depending on the graduate school, please contact relevant office directly. So you have to contact your relevant graduate school or the faculty to inquire about the MEX scholarship and when you should be applying uh, the for the degree course or for the program, and so as to avail this MEX scholarship. So it may vary from department to department. So it is very important that you directly contact the school. So if you go to the URL of each school, you will get an item called contact. So there you will find an email ID and you can send an email and inquire from them regarding your admission deadline and the MEX scholarship deadline so that they can give you exact information about that particular program or for the particular faculty. So apart from the MEX scholarship, there are several scholarships for privately financed international students, which we have discussed in one other video as well. For example, the Mitsui scholarship, the Yoshida scholarship, Nomura scholarship, Rotary scholarship, Honjo scholarship, and few other scholarships. A variety of scholarships are available for students who wish to study in Japan. Although many of them are provided by external entities, there are some scholarships awarded directly by University of Tokyo. Depending on scholarships, students may apply before their arrival to Japan. Other scholarships may be applied after arriving in Japan. For detailed information on scholarships, visit the websites below. So these are the websites, the University of Tokyo website for international student scholarships. So if you go to this page, you can see here scholarship. This is the University of Tokyo website and scholarships. So scholarships are divided into three categories: apply before coming to Japan, offered by University of Tokyo or by the government, and offered by private organizations. So you should remember that not all scholarships are applicable for all universities. So University of Tokyo will have certain scholarships. University of Kyoto will have some other scholarships. There may be some overlaps as well. So it may vary from university to university. So you have to check individually which scholarships are applicable for the university you are applying. So for example, what are the scholarships in University of Tokyo which you can apply before coming to Japan? So if you go to this link, so this is MEXT scholarship and University of Tokyo fellowship. MEXT and Tokyo fellowship. So if you see University of Tokyo fellowship, you will get the details here. You will get the details and you will have the details of the students who got the earlier one. So all these will come into play once you are offered an admission, and you can send inquiry as well. See at the last end there is send inquiry, so you can inquire about the scholarship also. So here you can fill up this information and you can write your message and you can inquire about the scholarship. So in this way you can browse through. So JASO, see we also did one video on JASO. So JASO page is also there. Again you can inquire about that, and in this way you can explore for your particular graduate program under University of Tokyo what all scholarships will be applicable for you besides next scholarship which is applicable for everyone. So in this way, you have to browse through this university and find out the details by yourself for your relevant program. Since there are hundreds of programs, it will not be possible for me to cover each and every program and each and every admission requirement in videos. Otherwise, in that case, there will be hundreds of videos I will have to create, which is not possible. And such kind of spoon feeding is not required as well. Since you will be applying for higher studies, you are matured enough to browse through these by yourself. It's very simple. So whatever I am doing, you will also do the same thing. Then student supports. So these are too early. So these you can read once you have got an admission. Otherwise, these are irrelevant at this stage. So you can see all these. So worldwide research facilities and international offices. Delhi is also there. University of Tokyo India office is in Delhi, and these are the other places where they have the facilities. So now a very important topic is FAQ, FAQ. So on the left side it's written in Japanese, on the right side it is English, so we will focus on the English. So very useful questions have been answered here. Is it absolutely necessary to be proficient in Japanese to apply? So the answer is it depends on the program or course you apply. If you are applying to the PEAK program or GSC program, Japanese proficiency is not required as the courses are taught in English. But Japanese language courses are also offered as a part of the curriculum. For any other undergraduate courses, Japanese proficiency is required as classes are generally conducted in Japanese. For postgraduate courses, language requirements vary depending on the course you take. Please check with the relevant offices of the graduate schools. Again, Japanese language courses are available at the Japanese Language Center and in some graduate schools. Regardless of course requirements, we would recommend that you learn Japanese while at the university to be able to carry out day-to-day conversations and make the most of your time. Am I able to go and study abroad? As a university of as a student of UTokyo, you will be able to take part in a study abroad program during your time at the university. Do I need to contact my prospective professor before I apply? For some courses, it is recommended that you contact your prospective professor, especially if you are applying as a postgraduate. In some cases, however, this is not necessary. Please confirm with the department administration before making contact. However, it is against university rules and regulations for faculty members to be in contact with a prospective student once applications are under review. All communications, if any, must be made prior to sending in your application. So that means once you have applied, you cannot contact the professor. That would be a corrupt practice. So before you have submitted the application, you can send as many queries as possible to the professor, but not after you have submitted the application. How do I find out which campus I will be on? As a general rule, the first 2 years of undergraduate study, that is junior division, are spent in Komaba campus. From the third year onwards, your campus will depend on your field of specialization. In most cases, this will be Hongo campus, but there are some departments which are located on Komaba campus as well. And this is the end of the prospectus. So this is the final home URL of the University of Tokyo. So friends, now we return back to the University of Tokyo homepage, and we were discussing this, and then the information on current students are also available here. So education. So again, the same thing. So this gives a clear idea about University of Tokyo. So I hope this video has been helpful and you must have got a clear picture of what to expect from the University of Tokyo. What are the courses available? What are the eligibility criteria? Which courses are in Japanese, which are in English? What kind of scholarships are available for each program? So you have to browse through the departments, and if you do not get the information that you are expecting, then you can write you can send in your inquiry through the respective department inquiry section, which are very clearly given on their website, and you can get the information that you want to get. So that's all friends. We just discussed about University of Tokyo higher studies in Japan, how to get into University of Tokyo, international students 2026. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have liked this video, then please subscribe to this channel to learn more about Japan university admissions and scholarships and so on. The YouTube channel address is youtube.com/@saraljapani. Now you can also email me at saraljapani@gmail.com, and I would be more than happy to answer to your queries. So thank you, and till we meet again, goodbye.